The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 223 pounds, the Headhunter, Jaden Hayes.
Welcome everyone to Grand Tour Wrestling Underground. I'm your host, Infinite Fantasy, and we are live here in Chicago, Illinois. And we got a great opening match for you right here as Jaden Hayes is about to go into some singles action against old ECW legend, The Rhino. The last time we saw The Rhino was back at Survivor Games in the men's Survivor Games Elimination Gauntlet. And this will be his first time we see him in the ring here in singles action as he takes on Jaden Hayes, a brand new wrestler here in the undercard of GTW.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 295 pounds, Noah.
And here comes the Rhino. This man has been wrestling for nearly 30 years now. In every promotion he goes in, he just dominates. Once he hits you with his signature move, the Gore, there is no kicking out. And we here live in Chicago for GTW Underground. We got Jaden Hayes versus Rhino. And this match is now underway. There's Jaden Hayes, came off the ropes, and a knee to the Rhino. Jaden Hayes just going to town on this beast right here, showing he has something to prove. And he's got the submission. And here comes Rhino, pulling his way out of it. There's a clothesline by Rhino. Now pick up Jaden Hayes. There he is, using all that power, thrown into the corner. And look at those heavy attacks. Jaden Hayes with the counter, though. There's Jaden Hayes throwing Rhino's head right to the top turnbuckle. And here he comes, springing off the ropes. And a clothesline knocking Rhino down. And here comes the pin. One, but Rhino kicks out. Jaden Hayes now waiting for Rhino to get to his feet. It comes off, and Rhino dodges. And Rhino throwing Jaden Hayes off the ropes. He goes under, and he comes in, clothesline by Rhino. Rhino now setting up Jaden Hayes, and here comes a massive powerbomb by this absolute beast of an animal. Kick to the midsection, and he's going for seconds. A second powerbomb by Rhino, completely flattening the challenger Jaden Hayes in this matchup. And Jaden Hayes coming back with a head drag, and dropping the fist. Rhino trying to get into the ring apron to get a little distance from Jaden Hayes here, and he gets speared right off the ring apron. There's Jaden Hayes stomping around the two men, now taking the fight outside the ring. And Rhino being thrown against the barricade. Jaden Hayes showing they had something to prove, taking it to this wrestling veteran in this singles match. Now throwing Rhino back inside the ring. There's an elbow drop by Jaden Hayes. There he is. Now, stalking his opponent. Rhino has experience, but he is old. Jaden Hayes having youth on his side. And a moonsault by Jaden Hayes. Now here he is, measuring up. Rhino looking like the end is near for him. And Jaden Hayes goes for a stop. Rhino reverses. Rhino now going for an Irish whip. And a spinebuster by Rhino. Rhino now take it to the offensive. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Jaden Hayes kicks out. And Rhino hits the gore. Here, will this be enough? 1, 2, and Jaden Hayes gets the shoulder up. Rhino with a desperation move, hitting the gore. Jaden Hayes has been dominating this match thus far. Rhino going for his signature move immediately, hoping to get a quick win. However, the gore may have allowed Rhino to gain the upper hand in a singles match. The two now going into an exchange of fists as Rhino looks for an open hand chop. And there's Jaden Hayes returning the chop. The two men going back and forth in the middle of the squared circle now. And now we're having a game of back and forth. And here comes Rhino delivering a huge right hand on Jaden Hayes. Jaden Hayes with the receipt. And now the two going at it. One fist right after another. And here goes Jaden Hayes. Fireman's carry. GTS. A GTS by Jaden Hayes as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And he picks up the win over Rhino.
Here is your winner, the Headhunter, Jaden Hayes.
Rhino is a veteran and in his prime was considered one of the best. However, Jaden Hayes, much younger, much faster, and has much more endurance, was able to trump Rhino's experience. But we're not done yet. Coming up next, we still have some tag team action. We got Katana Chance and Kaden Carter in tag team action against Shania Blazer and Zoe Stark. Coming up next on Underground.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
And here comes the tag team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Here on some women's tag team action here on Underground. Just a reminder for those of you watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to leave a like. And if you enjoy this content coming from Grand Tour Wrestling, please subscribe to my page, Infinite Fantasy If.
And their opponents, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, the Pure Fusion Collective.
And here comes the team of Shayna Blazer and Zoe Stark. Here to challenge Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Together they form Pure Fusion Collection, here making their Grand Tour Wrestling debut here on Underground. And looks like we'll be starting off with Zoe Stark and Katana Chance in this women's tag team match. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter are looking to be runners up towards a #1 contender match coming up very soon. That will be taking place on next episode of Dystopia. But tonight they're having a exhibition tag team match as they take on Pure Fusion Collection. And there's Zoe Stark attempting to bring Katana Chance to the corner, and there's Katana Chance reversing onto Zoe Stark. Stark gaining a kick on Katana Chance, now rolling into a pin, and here comes the ref for the count. And then there's Katana Chance kicking out. Zoe Stark attempting a scoop by a slam. Katana Chance reverses, going for the back of the leg. And now, here she comes on the ring apron, sizing her opponent up. And then, here comes Katana Chance with a Hurricanrana onto Zoe Stark. You can see Katana Chance is relying a lot on her agility. You can see the huge size difference between her and Zoe Stark here. And there's Katana Chance tagging Kaden Carter as the two women go for a double team move. Cheyenne Blazer attempting to hold her hand out, trying to get that tag in. Was intercepted by Kaden Carter here. And there's Zoe Stark with a suplex onto Kaden Carter, now tagging in Cheyenne Blazer. Kaden Carter going for that Irish whip. Cheyenne Blazer now in the corner. And here comes Carter. Go for a heavy strike. Double axe onto the back. However, Blazer able to get an elbow drop followed by a Superman punch, knocking Kaden Carter down. Now we can see Cheyenne Blazer going for the pin. One. Kaden Carter kicks out before even a 2 count. And there's Cheyenne Blazer with a submission hold. Kaden Carter with an immediate reversal. Now Kaden Carter tags in Katana Chance. And Blazer off the ropes and a double drop kick by Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. So we start getting a hit from behind. However, Katana Chance not taking her eye off the ball here. She now going for an Irish whip. Katana Chance tagging in Kaden Carter. The two now going for another double team move. And Katana Chance Irish whips Kaden Carter into Cheyenne Blazer as Kaden Carter deploys a clothesline into the corner. And Cheyenne Blazer being drop kicked outside the ring. The referee beginning the count out. Kaden Carter now in pursuit of Cheyenne Blazer. And she throws it right into the barricade back first, completely slamming her. And here's an elbow drop by Kaden Carter. Cheyenne Blazer kicking her off. We are more than halfway through the ring out. Kaden Carter needs to get to her feet and get in the ring, or she will be counted out. and she gets in the ring just in the nick of time. Kaden Carter with a possum pin, rolling up Shayna Baszler. She kicks out. It's not discouraging Kaden Carter though, as she now goes to apply a submission hold. Using joint manipulation on Baszler, who rolls out, reversing on Kaden Carter, and then sweeps the back of the leg. An amazing knockdown by Kaden Carter, who now tags in her partner Katana Chance. Shayna Baszler now tagging in Zoe Stark, who comes in with a big boot, knocking down Katana Chance. And again, you can see a massive size difference between these two competitors. Zoe Stark, both muscular and much taller than Katana Chance. Katana Chance was relying on her nimbleness and agility to gain the upper hand earlier, but it now seems Zoe Stark's pure power, her pure size over Katana Chance is giving her the advantage late in this tag team match. And there's a DDT. Zoe Stark with a DDT onto Katana Chance onto the side of the ring apron. The hardest part of the ring, mind you. And Kaden Carter coming to Katana Chance's aid, taking out Zoe Stark, throwing her back in the ring. Now giving Katana Chance the opportunity to get the upper hand as she deploys a face buster. And here goes the pin. 1, 2, and Zoe Stark kicks out. And Katana Chance now throwing Zoe Stark into the corner as she tags in Kaden Carter. And here comes another double team move by these two. An amazing display of teamwork by these two women. Kaden Carter now on the top rope. And she intercepts Zoe Stark with a high-risk maneuver before she can make the tag to her tag team partner, Shayna Baszler. Kaden Carter now tagging Katana Chance. These two, their teamwork is absolutely impeccable, the way these two strategize with each other. There's Katana Chance off that top rope onto the back of Zoe Stark. He goes for that Irish whip. Katana Chance tagging in Kaden Carter. More double team work by Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. And I don't care who you are with us from this guy or her, it's amazing how fast Zoe Stark able to recover from that, clotheslining Kaden Carter down. And now she tags in Shayna Baszler, who comes in with a double axe handle. A double axe handle onto Kaden Carter. Katana Chance on that top rope. Kaden Carter launching her off the top rope. Boom! And there goes Shayna Baszler, who may be down for the count. And Zoe Stark breaks it up before the ref could reach 3. Now Baszler throwing Katana Chance into the corner. Katana Chance grappling up. A kick to the knee. She comes off the ropes. Over Corona by Katana Chance. And once again, Katana Chance relying on her quickness, her nimbleness. Using those quick hits to take down her opponent as she gets to the top rope with a flying shooting star press. And this could be it. 1, 2, no, somehow Shayna Baszler manages to kick out despite that impressive high-risk maneuver by Katana Chance. Kaden Carter now being tagged in as the legal woman in this tag team match. And there she goes through the ropes with a spear. You can see that Shayna Baszler nearly out of gas here as Kaden Carter continues the assault. An amazing facebuster by Kaden Carter, using those ropes as leverage, but was not enough to pick up the win. now, Kaden Carter coming off the ropes. Shayna Baszler rolls out of the way, dodging the attack. She's attempting to go for those kicks. Kaden Carter being too quick for her though. Counters with a kick of her own. There goes Kaden Carter with a massive powerbomb onto Shayna Baszler. Now here comes the Irish rope. Irish whip. She tags in Katana Chance. Katana Chance coming off the top rope. Kaden Carter launching her off the top turnbuckle here. Katana Chance now on the offensive on Shayna Baszler thanks to the help of her tag partner Kaden Carter. He's going for the pin. Could this be it? 1, 2. No! Shayna Baszler still manages to kick out. Shayna Baszler take now with the reversal on Katana Chance. There she goes. With a shoulder breaker, driving the shoulder right into the knee as she goes for the pin. 1. Katana Chance kicks up for even 2. You can still see how fresh Katana Chance is in this match, as this two were tagging in and out, able to keep each other fresh in this match. But now, Shayna Baszler deploying a sleeper hold, and Kaden Carter breaks it up. Shayna Baszler now drawing her attention towards Kaden Carter, tagging in Zoe Stark. Kaden Carter is not the legal woman in this match. She's just backup. They are focusing on the wrong one. And now, with Kaden Carter out of the picture, Zoe Stark now drawing her attention toward Katana Chance, who counters Zoe Stark. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, but Shayna Baszler breaks it up. Now, Katana Chance waiting for Zoe Stark on her feet, but no, instead she jumps out the ring with a double axe handle onto her partner, Shayna Baszler. Katana Chance now fighting her tag team partner outside the ring in front of our announcer's desk. There's a drop kick. Katana Chance now throws Zoe Stark into the corner. Tags in Kaden Carter. More double teamwork by Kaden Carter and Katana Chance here. Katana Chance using herself as a top turnbuckle, as you will, as Kaden Carter goes for a swanton. 1, 2, 3. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance with another impressive tag team victory.
Here are your winners, the team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
An impressive tag team victory by these two, working their way up to the #1 contender spot. They got their eyes set on the tag team titles, and you can see them celebrating in the middle of the ring, realizing how much closer they are to their goal. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For those, if you want to know when more GTW content is coming out on YouTube on the Infinite Fantasy If channel, don't forget to turn on that notification bell.